Yeah.
So, welcome to What's New. Tonight we have Terry Knoll, and she has been working with our committee almost the whole year for our Jurda Fest.
Yes.
And it is this coming weekend, so...
No, next weekend. Or no, it is going to be this weekend, August 12th and 13th.
Right.
I know. So what
Came
do you
up
want to know?
fast, didn't
I
it?
know, really fast. It feels like the winter months, it always goes so slow because you're just like trickling in the applications, but you're going through making sure, okay, did someone else new move in than this one? Can we put a craft vendor here? I think people don't realize that behind the scenes that all year we are constantly going through and seeing what businesses have changed, what's new coming into town. Okay, did someone else buy this property? Can we put anything here or not there? So I think people don't realize that it's not just, hey, let's throw this together in a month.
Let's just set up these booths everywhere.
Yes, yeah.
So, how many years is this now? 30?
This is 56.
56.
56
oh my gosh.
years. When is your first year you remember?
Probably around the first ones.
Okay.
They were very small.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, this year so far, now that's not counting the emails that I'm going to go through tonight and look at, but so far we have 24 food vendors and 140 craft vendors. So we're even up from last year.
Well, you're really
Yeah.
building it again.
Yes,
Oh, good.
we have 48 new vendors that have never been to St. Jen. So
Well, hopefully
that's
they do
huge.
well.
I
Yes.
do. I really hope the new ones do well. I hope the shops do well, the restaurants. I hope it all stays busy because, that's the reason my mom and I got involved. We just wanted to promote St. Genevieve and the tourism. So that was our goal.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So what all is on the schedule?
What's on the schedule? Opening ceremony is at 10 a.m. That's at the Welcome Center. Everyone knows Bill Nagger. He does our opening ceremony. He does the commentary. Father will come down and do our opening prayer. Then we have the militia. They do their salutes. I'm probably going to say that totally wrong. I know they have commands in French and shoot off their guns. And then the band, the German band, they always come down and play music before and during. And Miss Rosie comes and sings the national anthem. So just kind of kick off the day.
That's
So
nice, yeah.
that's a good start. And then you always know you can follow the smells of the food everywhere and the craft vendors. Let's see. Bricks is doing yoga in the morning. You want to go get your yoga on and do all these crazy poses.
Oh, my.
They're doing that at 8 o'clock. Bricks is on Saturday. Let's see what else.
They are really an active.
I love it.
Both
I
of those
love
girls
it.
are
Those
so-
girls, yes. Those girls are not as scared to do anything, and I love it. Just like they were, what was that, Moonlight Madness? They were so into it this year, so I wish them the best of luck. They are really, and they got 4 vendors that they sell year round in their shop. But if you want something different, they still sell it in the shop, but they're bringing a sneak peek and setting up outside. So I think that's pretty cool on them.
that will be.
Yeah. So it's stuff you can get all year round, but it's just a different variety.
Yeah.
So, and then there's always the duck races.
Oh, yes.
Did you get your quack pack, as they
Not
call
yet,
it?
no.
Oh, mine always drowns. My duck drowns every year. I never win, so I'm not too worried about being lucky with the ducks. Then we kind of revamped our kids corner this year. That's been my project. I don't know if it's because I have kids. But we got rid of the bounce houses this year, and we're focusing it more on kids making crafts.
Oh, that's great.
So the Girl Scouts, there's 2 of them that they're amazing. If I could have been half of what they are at their age, they started a kindness rock garden, and they're gonna have a table at Jurda Fett where the kids can paint and put kindness messages on them, and they're going to hide them around town. And they have that rock garden start. Did you know that at the fairgrounds?
Yes,
they have one started. So
I didn't
think
see it because
it's really pretty.
the fairgrounds are hills, and I don't do hills.
Well, if you
anymore.
can check out the girls' stand, I'm pretty proud of them. They're doing a really good job.
Well, that's great.
And then the Boy Scouts. Have you ever heard of the STEM trailer? It's a STEM lab trailer, so it's pretty cool. And
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it means.
so think of an old ambulance that they gutted out and they made it totally science, and it's going to pull up and bring out, like, kids can build robots. I know they can make something. I'm not for sure what they can make, and they're going to talk about Boy Scouts and joining Boy Scouts, and it's pretty cool. They can, like, pulls out a floor and they can build stuff, and they're going to have tables.
Oh my.
But it's all about in and action, and it's going to be about math, science, and learning. So
Well,
we're pretty,
isn't that great?
yeah. So that's really new this year. So we were super excited.
What does STEM stand for?
Science, technology. I'm not for sure, but I know the M's math, but I'm not for sure what the E is.
Maybe
I could say in
electronics,
electronics, environmental. I'm not for sure on that one.
Oh, okay.
So
And the Boy Scouts have that.
yeah, that's going to be the Boy
Oh,
Scouts
okay.
this year. And then we invited the St. John Learning Center with the dinosaurs.
Oh, yes.
They're going to come down and have a booth. The kids are going to do an activity. Maybe someone will be dressed up as a dinosaur if it's not like 110.
And hopefully it won't be that.
Right,
hot.
hopefully no. We're praying for really good weather. But it's pretty cool. They're going to have some cornhole boards, washers, and like games for the kids to do, like interactive games. So I think that's going to be good.
And where is that going to be set up?
So-
or where's the kids' corner going to be?
So the best way I can explain to people is our Moses Austin house, and
Okay.
right along where the brook goes,
Okay.
in that front of the house.
Oh, that's a neat place.
Yeah,
It
so we're
is.
setting up there, and we're really lucky that we have that area down there.
Right.
Libraries come in; they're going to be giving books away and doing
Isn't
another
Sean
activity.
wonderful with
He
the
is
stuff
doing
he does?
such amazing. I went to chess club night, Lego night, like just the different things just to see, and he's really making a good go of that.
He
It's
is.
pretty cool. Yeah, we're pretty lucky. So yeah, they're definitely going to be there. And then let's see, who else is going to be there? There's going to be a group doing face painting.
Oh,
Kids like
yeah.
face painting. Let's see, I feel like I'm missing somebody for them. Oh, and then the other thing, I did it last year, and I think it went over really well. Procter & Gamble has a diaper changing station, and if someone needs diapers, they'll give you diapers. So it's pretty cool. Diapers, wipes. So that's going to be set up in that area for people who have like a cooler spot to change their baby at.
Right.
So you're not dealing with a porta potty to change a kid in. So, and it's going to be a little bit more sanitary. So that's pretty cool. I'm really glad about that. Just because I think it was something we needed. I just don't think anyone ever could get them because they're very busy. So,
okay.
yeah. So that's good there. And then Saturday, we have a Corvette. Okay, I'm going to say this right. Corvette of Southeast Missouri. It's a private club that has about 30 cars, and they're coming to show it. They're sitting
how
at the
cool.
Hoffman House, like in the yard. It's going to be really pretty. So that's something new. And then we always have the car show and chicken dinner on Sunday at the Knights of Columbus.
Queso.
Yeah. They do really good there. They always
do.
have beautiful cars and
And the food is great.
oh yes, I think they pretty much sell out all the time on that one. And then, and none of that's your stuff, they have live music on like every corner. We have some at the Moses Austin house. Vernon Fleeg, he'll be playing on Sunday. He's one of our locals.
Right, he's very good.
Oh yes, and I don't know if his grandson's coming with him. He's pretty busy, but I know Vernon's for sure going to be there. And then on Saturday, we have Josh Driscoll and his family.
Now, he is from Farmington
He's from
area?
Farmington, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's really good. He plays more like Johnny Cash. He also plays with the Route 67 band. If anyone's heard that, that's a band he plays in. He's many talents, and then he also sings in church and
Oh, how
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So, and then so that's there that we're supplying. But then like the JC Hall, the Legion, Lions Club, Audubon's, they're all going to have it. And Audubon's is looking pretty cool this year with their beer garden they have going on.
That is.
So that's
That's
going to be a
neat.
really nice setup. To
I
have
will.
music and stuff. Yeah, you should go sit and relax there. Listen to some music.
Right.
And then Music Art Love, she's like redoing it and having her music inside her building.
Right.
Yeah, that building's pretty neat.
And she's got like 4.
She got like
Different
4 or 5
ones coming.
bands.
Yes.
Yes, and it's really, it amazes me the way her brain works too and gets stuff
She's
going.
amazing.
Yes.
Definitely.
So that'll be definitely going down on that corner. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And we have like pretty much craft vendors all the way up to her doors. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So it's pretty full.
Well, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the more craft that are set up in the street, the further down, the more those
Brings
businesses.
more. Yeah. And we try to
Definitely.
encourage, but we also know it's hard to run a business that weekend. But we
Right.
encourage all the businesses to be open. We encourage them if they can bring stuff out, some of their merch. We like that too. So
Oh, yes.
yeah. So we still have the guy that makes coconut fish. He's coming. I feel like he was a fish. What?
Coconut fish.
Yeah, no, you don't eat it.
Oh,
Like you take a coconut and he makes like a fish out of it.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
I
he's
thought
coming
you
back.
meant coconut flavored
No,
fish. I was
no,
going to
no,
say
no,
coconut
no.
shrimp is awful.
No. I think I don't know. I think probably the most I don't know if we have anything really exotic this year. I feel like we have a lot of fair food like pork rinds, kettle corn, lots of desserts, lemon shake-ups. Zell JC's is doing like pulled pork
Oh,
and like pulled pork nachos and pulled pork sandwiches. So there's a wide variety of food.
and hamburger, of course.
Oh
somebody
yes.
will have that.
Oh yes.
yeah.
And we have like Tia's, they do gyros and so all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Oh, and then there's a few of them doing historical tours of the homes if anyone wants that. So
That'll be nice.
yeah. As long as it stays cool. So and no rain.
Now we all got to pray for no rain.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad it rained this week. Then the ferry can run back and forth, but not next weekend, please.
For sure.
Yes. So what else do you want to know about it?
Let's see. So what type of vendors are there? I mean,
What
they're wares. Yeah.
Well, one thing, you'd be surprised how many comments we're getting. They want to bring the quilt thing back. So many people loved the quilt show
I know,
last year.
But it's
I know. So much work. But if we could maybe do it at a smaller scale or something, they would really like that to come back. I've had several people ask for that. But for vendors, let's see. We have honey. There's honey vendors. There's like Brenda with her cross stitch and woodworking. She's there. We have a plant van. I think someone sell it's kind of neat. It's like an old gutted van, and they sell plants, different kind of home plants out of it.
Oh, really?
So yeah. We have a photo booth coming. Someone that wants to do
Oh,
like
that'll
a
be
little
neat.
photo booth trailer. A macaroon lady's coming. She sells macaroons. Crow's Candles, the smelling candles. He's there. And then we have Thompson's soups and dips. That's really good too. They're one of my faves.
Is the ice cream guy coming back?
Oh, always. I think I get in trouble if I don't put him in the same corner every year. I think I would get yelled at. So yeah, he's coming back. He can I don't know how many gallons he serves.
I know.
It's so much. Yeah.
But there's nothing like homemade ice cream.
No.
Nothing like it.
And that one under the train trestle, they're doing their corn dogs, the funnel cakes. You kind of name it, anything kind of deep fried, they do it. Like Oreos and stuff like that.
I've never tried them.
Oh, really? They're so good.
Are they really?
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have like the tumblers, the t-shirts, lots of jewelry. Then we have like Origami Al, or the new thing I've been seeing is there's a vendor doing that permanent jewelry. It's like something that stays on you. It's called permanent jewelry. We have one of those vendors, so that should be good. It's someone local, so
Oh,
that should be
that's
good.
neat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something different. I'm trying to think of anything else that like stands out. And all the restaurants are gonna be open for breakfast down there, so that's
Oh,
good
really?
too. Yeah,
Oh, that'll be
like
nice.
Pat's, Common Grounds, and Rooted. They're all gonna be open, which will be great for our vendors to get
Stella,
breakfast.
is she open too?
Yeah, she should be open too. So yeah, we have a wide variety there too.
Well, St. John has a great variety of food
Oh my goodness.
to begin with. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And a lot of the vendors are staying at the Airbnbs or hotels, so that's really good for the town as well.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody worked together and it's successful for the whole town.
Yes, that's the key, is all working together.
That is.
So, yeah. I'm trying to think if there anybody else that's really unique. You didn't like my coconut guy.
Well, coconut guy's going to be fine. I thought you meant he was coconut and fish. Ugh.
I guess I should specify.
I don't think I would like coconut fish.
Well, there's a salsa guy. There's a lady that sells gnomes. She makes gnomes.
Oh,
That's something
okay.
different. Pampered Chef. I'm trying to think of what.
Anybody doing Christmas items? Or?
I feel like there's a lot of Christmas. Like one lady I know does a lot of Christmas wreaths. One guy on the corner that does the snowmans. The other guy, the leather. We have the leather guys coming back that does the belts, the cooler cups, the keychains, and they do them by hand. His family, like his kids, have taken it over. The two brothers have taken it over.
how
So it's pretty
nice,
cool
yeah.
to see the generations because he's been here from like one of the very first ones, and so it's cool seeing the generations. A lot of these, what people don't understand is it's family generations. So like we're now in the second or the third generation taking over the craft fair part of it. So it's pretty cool.
So what about down the guy that did the chainsaw down by the
Oh, he's back.
down by the creek?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's back. We have a blacksmith. That's pretty cool too. So they're both making some noise. But the chainsaw guy's pretty cool. He can
He is.
look at a piece of wood and be like, that's going to be a pig or that's going to be a bird. And I'm like, sure it is.
And it is.
Yeah, and it is. He does an amazing job. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to think. There's some signs. I feel like,
Yard signs?
yeah, like yard
Yard
signs,
signs.
some with stands, and then there's another lady that does stand like for the house. A lot of boutiques.
Oh, that's
Boutiques
cool.
on wheels apparently are a thing. So, I'm like, I don't know much about it. So, but yeah.
So that sounds like a really good variety of vendors.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think we are going to have a really good year.
Yeah. So you're climbing back up. What did Jackie have before? Like 400?
I think so. And in her defense, she could also put them on both sides of the
Right.
street. But I think quite a few years ago, the fire marshal said, okay, safety wise, for an ambulance and a fire truck can get through, we have to put them only on one side.
Right,
So with
right.
that rule changing, that definitely changed where we can put them in town and where we can't.
Right.
Because I know some people get upset and think, oh, why don't you put one here? And it's like we're trying to offend anybody, but we just can't block a walkway. We can't block a doorway. Even if the house is abandoned or empty, we cannot block it. That's a fire marshal rule.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Got to be able to get in there.
so actually then they'll be really spread out in town.
Yeah.
So you're going to do market and merchant
Yes.
and
Main. The
Maine,
Yeah.
those three.
Those three. Yep.
And you're going down almost to Washington?
Almost to we'd love to make it all the way down to Only Child, but there's so many businesses, so it's like almost by Art Music Love. Like we're stopping right at Root. We're
okay.
stopping like right at Root
Because of
Coffee
their
because of so many
businesses.
so many doorways and alleyways. We can't block them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we're all the way down to Rooted Coffee for sure.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so we're all the way down that far, and then
Now, do you go back that street where the public bathrooms are?
yeah, we're all right
Over on
there.
the side there.
Well, not really. That's where on that side, that's where the Elks set up.
Oh,
Their
okay.
little beer garden, so they're over there more.
Okay.
And a lot of the people
In
park
the old
there.
concrete.
Yes.
Where was that?
Yeah, and then we're all the way up. We're literally all the way up to Common Grounds.
Oh, that's
That whole
good.
street's full, and then on the other side, we're almost the way it looks, almost to that church, that Lutheran church,
Oh,
and we have a
okay.
few spots like in between there and Sweet Things where we could fill some in.
Okay.
And like
And there's none on Third Street then?
no, we don't. We keep 3rd Street and 2nd Street clear for in case an ambulance need to come through.
Okay.
Yeah, we just thought that would be the easiest for they can go through that
Right.
way. So yeah,
Yeah,
and then
that's
Moses
wonderful.
Austin that's almost full. All that grassy area is almost full, and we got some picnic tables for that area for there's more seating. So we're trying. We keep trying to buy and improve every year.
Yeah, and that's great.
Yeah, and try to keep the property looking nice.
Yeah, that's a great place down there, except for the squirrels.
The squirrels are
Eating
in
the
love.
house,
Yes,
yeah.
they love the house.
I've told this story so many times, but I think it's so funny. When the plein air kids, we use it. So we went in there one year to clean the bathroom, and there were nuts on the table, spaced apart, and then one pile right over here like they were having a meeting.
I believe it. I believe it. We find nuts
Here's the
all
boss,
over
and
that.
these are all the little.
We find nuts hidden everywhere in that house. Like more, like we've literally started leaving one of the windows open for they can just come in and they don't eat through our house. Like I'm really waiting for them to like tear down a whole door, but no, we leave the window open for they can come and go and hide their nuts and come back. Yeah, it's a fight with the squirrels.
Yeah, it is, and that's a shame because it's such a
beautiful
neat old house.
Oh yeah, it definitely has a lot of potential.
Yeah, but that was the funniest thing I ever saw when the desk was sitting in
Yes.
that room.
The desk is still there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, not as many nuts though, but still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what time does everything start? That's one thing we didn't cover.
That's one thing we didn't cover. Saturday is from 10 to 6. Sunday is from 9 to 4.
Okay.
So we close it off a little early on Sunday because we want everything to be able to get back to normal. All the vendors be able to get back home and get the streets cleaned up and ready for Monday.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, are a lot of them staying overnight on Sunday, or do they mostly take off?
The ones from out of state, they'll stay. A lot of them that are out of state do ours, and then they go up to see St. Charles the following
okay.
weekend. So they'll spend the night here or a few days here, which is great for tourism.
That is.
And then they'll head up to St. Charles.
Oh,
Because
okay.
St. Charles then is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is a 4-day. So, oh, and I forgot we have the trolley. The trolley will be traveling back and forth from Eric Scott.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if anyone's struggling with parking, park at Eric Scott. I think it's $2, and then they go back and forth.
And the trolleys run every half hour? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think if there's more people lined up, they'll line sooner. Sam's really good about keeping them going,
okay.
but there's always 2 going, and they drop off at U.S. Bank and then down by the Gabourey,
Right.
the creek. Yeah. So they're really good about it. And Zell School, they'll be collecting the money this year. So
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
good. Yes. Yeah.
So never
Yeah.
hurts to give the service hours. So.
Yeah. And the Boy Scouts have a parking lot? And then is Valley going to have a parking lot? Or you don't
We
know?
have not heard anything with that.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. I
Now,
don't
are
know
they
what-
going to have their pork burgers?
We haven't heard.
You haven't
So,
heard that either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We hope they do, but we have not heard yet. So
Okay.
hopefully
Yeah,
someone will
everybody
call
loves
us.
those pork burgers.
Yeah, hopefully one of them calls us so we can get
You
that.
hear that, you guys? Call Jared
Call
Fett,
us.
call Carrie. Tell her we want the pork burgers there.
Right?
And so I guess that's pretty much everything then. Huh?
Yeah. I feel like we covered everything on my list that I know of.
Oh.
Probably something I missed, but
Well,
we can always get it next
always
year.
miss something, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So dress for the weather
Yes. No rain, please.
and pray, yes, pray, everybody pray there's no rain. And come on to the Jour de Fête.
Yeah, come down and have a good time. Beer, drink, buy, have your arms full. That'd be great.
Yeah. And we have excellent restaurants in town. And then with all the food vendors, you can't go wrong. You can walk around the streets and buy your something to cool you off. And,
This is true.
Yeah. And let's see, are the Lutheran ladies
They have
going to
cooling
have their
station.
cooling station?
Yeah.
And do they have the antiques and stuff in the basement
They
anymore?
normally do. They normally have that at least open. So I don't know what's all down there anymore, but they at least have it open. And then I know they're selling like their Afghans and like some of their homemade stuff.
So you can buy homemade things at the Lutheran Church, which
Mm-hmm.
is right on the corner of 2nd and Merchant.
No, yeah, Merchant.
Merchant. No,
I-
Market.
Yes.
No, 2nd and, yeah, 2nd and Market.
Oh my
It
gosh.
is. It is 2nd Marchant.
Okay, I had to think for a minute.
Merchant. Whatever. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
So come on down.
And enjoy the Jour de Fête. This is 57 years. 56
Don't
years.
rush it.
Well, this will be the 56th year.
56 year. Next year's 57.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye.
let's say good night to everyone. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Thanks for listening.